What's up, everybody? It's Blackjack. Welcome back to the NBA 2K17 myLeague series with the 21-37 Brooklyn Nets going up against the, 57-1 Golden State Warriors. Their only loss came to the number 2 seed in the West, the Minnesota Timberwolves, back in December. It's March. And this is the team that we face today, the game that you wanted to see. And on the first possession here, it doesn't start too well for Brooklyn. Steph Curry finding Cole Aldrich way too easy. Slam. 5 seconds in, already buckets for Golden State. Next possession for the Nets doesn't go as well either, as Nerlens Noel is nursing a high ankle sprain and wasn't able to finish there, but Kevin Durant pulls up there and gets the bucket to go. Durant on the other end 2 minutes later. Golden State hasn't put up a point since that hot start, and Brooklyn comes back the other way. Kilpatrick trying to work here the crossover on Klay Thompson. Gets the pick here from Doug McDermott. Kick out at the free throw line, and McDermott gets that one to go. 5-4, Brooklyn takes the lead. Later on, 7-7. Kilpatrick kick out to Hollis Jefferson at the left wing. Nails that three-pointer. Hollis Jefferson showing off the range as it's been expanded here in this second season of his. This time, Clarkson feeds it out to Kilpatrick on the other side, and he nails that three. Brooklyn takes a 4-point lead. Home crowd loving the energy after the fast start by Golden State. Curry kicks the pick there from Laverne, and then he kicks it out to Klay Thompson, who nails the three. He's shooting 49.4% from three this year. That is incredible. He leads the NBA there as Clarkson picks off that pass, and in transition dishes it to Kilpatrick, takes it to the rack, and lays it in. Brooklyn up by 3. Later on in the first, about 4 minutes to go here. That's stolen by Pachulia. Durant back up the other way. Livingston here working on Lynn, able to dish inside to Kevin Looney and gets it past McCullough for 2, and Golden State retakes the lead. Here's Jeremy Lin working now, passing it out to Miles Bridges. Dish inside to Bam. Bam gonna work here. Dishes it back out to Miles Bridges, and look at that strong take to the basket. Able to get the deuce. Now here, Jeremy Lin, alley-oop to Bam, and they regain the lead, or actually expand their lead. Now going up by 3. Bam able to tip that one in off the alley-oop attempt. Bam working here, able to dish it out to Lin. Shot clock winding down. Lin gets it to go. That is pure. Nothing but nylon there, and the Nets take a 5-point lead. Nets only up by 1, but a good feed inside to Nerlens Noel, cutting to the basket and reverse slam. Nets now up by 1. Kilpatrick trying to go behind the back on Livingston, strips his pocket. Livingston back up the other way. Pull-up jumper from about 15 and gets that one to go. And Golden State regains the lead. A lot of depth on this Warriors roster. Laverne here coming off the bench and able to get the roll, shooting over Nerlens Noel, and Golden State has a 3-point lead. Here comes Livingston, blocked by Kilpatrick, dumped inside to Laverne, blocked by Bam. Good defensive effort there by the Nets on that possession, and they charge up the floor. Kilpatrick inside to Bam with the one-hand flush. Nets only down by 1. Here's Curry throwing up a 3, doesn't go. Good rebound by Bam. Now Clarkson driving, spin move, gets past his man, and slams it home with authority. One hand flush by Clarkson, and Brooklyn regains the lead, up by 1. Good defensive effort as they come back up the floor. Clarkson chucks up the 3, no good. Rebounded by Nerlens, and Bam dishes it to Kilpatrick, and 1. Nets go up by 3 on the Warriors. This could be a good game after all. Cole Aldrich not able to hit here. Nets looking to go on a run. Kilpatrick back up the floor. Behind the back crossover. Thought he was going to pull up for that 3 like he likes to. Clarkson, though, drives past Steph Curry and gets it to go. Brooklyn up by 6. Kilpatrick off the pick from Nerlens Noel. Pulls up from about 22. Can't hit. Nerlens with the 2-hand flush. Brooklyn on a 10-point run. Golden State hasn't scored in about 4 minutes. Hollis Jefferson, left-hand finish. Brooklyn goes up by 10. And the Warriors are suddenly looking very vulnerable against a bottom feeder in the East, and the Brooklyn Nets time out. What a run by the Nets there. Later on in the second, Here's Laverne down low, able to work on Bam. Somehow got that over his outstretched arm, and now they close that gap to 7. John Holland checks into the game. He throws up a 3, not able to hit. Patrick McCall the other way, passing to Steph Curry. Out on the corner, Durant not able to hit, but Jeffrey Laverne comes in there and yams it home on the rebound. Now the Nets lead only up to 5, and now Curry picks that one off. He's driving, step back, over Jeremy Lin, and of course he puts the hand up there to let you know he shot it. 9-0 run here for the Warriors. McCullough driving, not able to finish. Weak finish there. Looney back up the other way. Curry dishing out. McCall for 3, nails it from the wing. Tie ball game. They go on a 12-0 run of their own. Now the Nets closing seconds here of the first half, and Holland able to go ahead and get past his man and lay it up and in. Holland doing his job off the bench as we move into the third quarter. Golden State up by 3 at this point with 8:29 to go. Good kick out here from Clarkson to find Kilpatrick in the corner, and he nails the 3. 54-54, tie ball game here. Kilpatrick kicks out McDermott, same spot, pure! Doug McDermott gives the lead back to the Nets, but Golden State stays in this one. 58-57 ball game here. Air ball caught by Cole Aldridge. Here come the Warriors back up the floor. Klay Thompson pull up 3. Can't get it to go, but rebounded by Draymond Green, and back out to Kevin Durant, who nails the 3. Up by 4 now. Clarkson dishing to McDermott down low. Kick back out. Kilpatrick from the wing hits that one. Brooklyn raining the 3s. Maybe this is the way that the offense should be going next year and become the premier three-point shooting team in the East, as that fight down low is won by Chris McCullough, able to hang in there and hit. He would convert the N1 opportunity. Nets still down by 1. 71-70. Here's John Holland. Kick out. Adebayo, he realized he was in three-point territory and just got rid of it, but Holland able to go ahead and get that one off just before the shot clock expires and gets it to go. 72-71, Nets up by 1, and Nerlens Noel and 1. Battling through this ankle injury, he's got a double-double, 11 points, 12 rebounds at this point. Not able to hang and hit there, though, as Cole Aldridge provides the defense. Steph Curry on the fast break. Thompson from inside the paint hits the two-pointer, 75-74. It's been back and forth all game. Here comes Clarkson immediately off the inbound, taking it straight to the hole and to Steph Curry, and lays it up and in. Later on in the fourth, 80-80. Good give and go to Durant as he takes it to the basket and picks up 2. Hollis Jefferson driving inside, not able to finish though with the left hand. Rebound there by Cole, and here comes Durant back up the other way. They don't protect the interior, and Draymond Green wide open. That's an easy find there as Golden State goes up by 4. Clarkson having to just chuck up a two-pointer there, not able to get it, and Curry pulls up from 3. You know he's making that every time. Every single time. Warriors starting to pull away now, up by 5, 87-82. McDermott, though, you can't leave him wide open. Dougie Buckets nails that one, and they're only down 2. Later on, good defense here by the Nets. Hollis Jefferson able to strip it away. McDermott passing to Clarkson. They're just kind of passing it around, not really setting up an offense here. Hollis Jefferson finally backs out. Kicks out to McDermott. Pass to Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson trying to find a lane. McDermott backing down on Durant. Pass to Clarkson inside, able to hit over Steph Curry. Tie ball game, 89 apiece. Inbound play here, still all tied up. Clarkson, jab step, pump fake, crossover, trying to get past Curry, can't do. They give it back to him. This time, hanging, hitting, got it to go. The Nets regain the lead here. Clarkson has 14 at this point, 93-91. Curry trying to get past Jordan Clarkson, good defense. Here's Laverne, not able to hit. Good defense there by the Nets as they're showing their fortitude. Trying to hang tough here in Brooklyn and be loss number 2 for the Warriors. Good flush and find inside. Nerlens Noel, two-hand finish. Here comes Curry the other way, though. Kick out to Durant. Durant for 3, nails that one. He's finally starting to warm up a little bit here. He was cold earlier. but a good pick and roll offense there. Clarkson able to find a driving Nerlens Noel two-hand finish. Nets up by 1. Trying to hold on to this lead if they can. That pass gets deflected. Kilpatrick recovers though, takes it to the basket strong, and the Nets are up by 3 with a minute 11 to go. This crowd is into it. Durant taking it from the wing, able to hit that one. Nets only up by 1. 40 seconds to go. Clarkson working on Curry. Kick out. Kilpatrick wide open for 3. Doesn't hit it. Rebound by Laverne, and here comes Durant up the floor. Only a 1-point game here. Thompson gives it back to Durant at the top. Durant, pump fake. Good defense there by Hollis Jefferson on the ball. Kilpatrick sticking to Thompson. Thompson trying to drive, spin move. Thompson chucks one up. Doesn't go. Rebound, Nerlens Noel, and this game might be over. They had a foul to give, so they fouled Nerlens Noel, and now here's the inbound. Hollis Jefferson to Jordan Clarkson, he gets fouled, and Jordan Clarkson goes to the line with a 1-point lead. Just has to nail 2. Clarkson with the first. Banks off the right side of the rim. Unbelievable. Critical free throw miss there. Clarkson, second one is pure. 2-point lead. Nets are still up, 12.4 to go. Aldridge on the inbound. Looking, kicks it out to Durant. Durant back out to Curry. Durant sweeping to the corner. Hollis Jefferson doesn't keep up with them, and Durant nails a wide open corner 3. I mean, you couldn't give him a better look if you wanted to. That play was drawn up to perfection. 5.4 to go. Inbound here. Kilpatrick was wide open in the lane. They didn't find him fast enough though, and it gets picked off as Klay Thompson recovers on defense. Klay Thompson would nail the free throws, and we would go back-to-back on free throws here. So the Nets down by 3. Last second shot by Clarkson doesn't go. And the Nets, in a tremendous effort against Golden State at home, come up 3 points short. What a game, though. McDermott led the way in scoring. Is actually tied with Kilpatrick with 20 points. Not a lot of turnovers from the Nets in this game. I believe only 8 for them. But Jordan Clarkson attempted the three-pointer despite not making one the entire game. Klay Thompson led the way for the Warriors with 26 points. Durant put up 21 despite 8 of 23 shooting. Laverne also dropped 16, and Curry dropped 14 himself. A slow night for him. And you can see the critical thing in this game for the Nets, free throws. 68% from the line, 21 of 31. If they could just nail the free throws, they might have won this game. The rest of the week was not as nice to the Nets either. 102-107 as they visit the Magic. Dennis Smith Jr. leading the way with 24 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Jordan Clarkson led the way for the Nets with 25 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, as the Magic absolutely dominated them in the fourth quarter, 35-20, which was the difference maker for them. Nets then were back at home taking on the Sixers, and they lose by 2 there despite a fourth quarter rally. Miles Bridges leading the way for the Nets off the bench with 15 points. Ben Simmons, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, a near triple-double, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He was all over the floor for the Sixers as they narrowly escaped by 2. Then the Bulls came to town, 106-90. The Nets lose all 4 games this week. Most of them tightly contested, this one not, as they lose by 16. Jimmy Butler, 32 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists as he led the way for the Bulls in that game. This week in the recruiting spotlight, we're going to go ahead to the Euro League, the other side of the world, to go ahead and take a look at Omer Cohen. Now watch this play right here. Marcel Dupree in transition. Good find there to Pablo Rodriguez, but look at Omer Cohen come all the way from the perimeter to swat that one away. It was a great find there by Marcel Dupree, but that athleticism that Cohen possesses is why so many NBA GMs are interested in him and think that he could be the highest ever drafted Israeli-born player, possibly top 10. He's an undersized power forward. He does have to work a lot on his post moves, as he doesn't really have a go-to move to go to. And I think that's going to be one of the problems. Look at him here being defended by Pablo Rodriguez, a guy who could very well go top 10 as well, who is a much better interior defender. I think he's going to have a problem trying to post up a lot of NBA power forwards as you watch the tape of him here trying to battle against Pablo. But the thing that people love about him is his vision as a passer. He reminds me a lot of Joakim Noah. He's got the athleticism. He's got a great wingspan as well. And then watch the play here. Good finish on the alley-oop. Now you're going to see some negative plays here as he's trying to, again, post up on Pablo Rodriguez, and he's just all over him. He's a great interior defender, and I think when he finds guys like that, he's going to find some trouble. And he doesn't do as well in terms of perimeter defense there as he got switched on there and allowed Marcel Dupree to nail the three. He's another guy who could possibly go top 5, the Frenchman Marcel. Maybe we'll do a little bit of recruiting spotlight on him. But Omer Cohen is probably the rawest prospect in this draft next to someone like Tyshawn Linhart. But Linhart has a lot more upside as a shooting guard than I think Cohen does at power forward. You wanted your NCAA tournament update? Well, here it is. We are in the Sweet 16. I'll get you updated on how all the teams have done thus far. Gonzaga out in the West, the number 1 seed in the West, will take on Washington. So that'll be an interesting matchup of the duo of Scooter Chilinsky, the point guard there, who may be coming out to the draft this year, up against Leslie Jean-Charles, the power forward for Gonzaga, going up against Aiden Kafka, the small forward for Washington. The Huskies able to go ahead and be one of the last 2 Pac-12 teams to make it here, along with Cal. I think that should be a fun one. Kansas will take on San Diego State University. A surprise here, as San Diego State has made it this far. Kansas and Damian Galloway, their strong power forward, a great inside presence, rebounder, shot blocker, defender. I think that we get Kansas, Gonzaga. Galloway versus Jean-Charles will be an interesting matchup. Moving on to the South region, we have Cal taking on St. Mary's College. This should be a battle of the big men, an inside scoring presence like Victor Delgado going up against a stretch center like Sun Jin Hu. St. Mary's did not win the West Coast Conference, but the record was good enough despite the Zags beating them in the tournament. But yes, St. Mary's, I think, may have a chance to go ahead and advance to the Elite Eight if they can rely on their outside shooting to be dependable. Then Nova will take on the University of Kentucky. Derek Patterson able to lead the way for Kentucky despite not winning the SEC tournament, being one of the mid-tier teams in the SEC, but now they're the only SEC team there left in the tournament. Derek Patterson hopes to lead the way for Kentucky and bring them the national championship despite a disappointing year. Then out in the Midwest, Seton Hall will take on SMU. So it'll be center Jimmy Christmas for Seton Hall, who's left the way for them in scoring, taking on the Red Rocket himself, Duke McCaskill, for the Mustangs. Then Ohio State will take on Louisville in the Midwest region. No players of note there for either school, but should be an interesting matchup nonetheless. Then in the East Regional, the number 1 seed Miami, the number 1 overall seed in the entire tournament, still undefeated, taking on the team that they beat to win the ACC, Duke. It was only a 10-point game in their ACC tournament matchup, and Deshaun Miles is as hot as ever right now, along with Rico Santana. They both have been trailblazing thus far on offense. Orlando Emerson has been the only player who's been disappointing thus far for the Canes, and Ricky Shays looks to show that he can beat Miami in the biggest game of the year thus far for Duke and bring them to the Elite Eight and possibly bring home the gold. And then to round it all out, Indiana will take on Syracuse. And we'll keep you up to date with that next week and see how the teams all advance. Maybe we'll do some streaming of the games. So here's the rest of the schedule. Tell me who you want to see us play next week. There's your litter of the games. And I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. This one's a little longer than normal, but I thank you all so much for watching. See you next time.